So, this is how I would plan to invest as a teenager. This advice would be something that I wish I heard like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or even 10 years ago, because investing as a teenager is really important because you have time on your hand. You have time, and that effect of the time will help you earn more money if you invest into the right things. And time is a resource. You have to invest your time wisely as well. Because as a teenager, what do we have abundance of? We have an abundance of time. Time is essentially valueless to us because we see it as, we have so much time, we have infinite time in the world. Why do we think that way? Well, because time is free. Anything that's free in the world, we sort of take granted for. And so this is how I would invest my time, my energy, and I guess my money as a teenager. And this will assure me that I will be successful maybe later on, hopefully. I hope so. And this is some advice for you so that you can make the right decisions of what to do with your resources. So yeah, let's start off. What is investing? What is investing actually all about? Well, investing is when you put money, when you put time, when you put your resources into something and expect a return to occur. You're expecting something to gain from putting your resources, putting your money, putting your time into that thing. And it's like you just put money in, so you expect a return later on. That's what investing is. Investing doesn't have to be, you invest in houses, you invest in real estate, you invest in stocks, you invest in Bitcoin. No. Investing means you put time, resources, money into something and expect a return. It doesn't have to be money that you get a return of. You put your time, your resources, and your energy into something, and maybe you get like a positive benefit from it. Maybe you invest into like a relationship, and that doesn't give you money, but it gives you happiness. Investing isn't all about gaining money. Investing is gaining a benefit for putting your time, your resources, and your effort into something. So you don't really need, it's a bad idea to have this mindset of, if I put my time into my wife, if I put time into my kids, I would need to gain money back. No, because as long as you're gaining a positive benefit from investing into something, then that's good. That's a good start, and that's what you should be doing. I think that investing is probably, really, one of the most powerful effects in the world. Because investing, when you invest into something, the returns you gain back is compounded. This means that as time goes on, you reap more and more and more positive benefits. So it's like if you invest in stocks, it grows by 10% per year, and then the 10% is growing by another 10% per year. So the effect compounds over time. And it's like if you've ever studied maths before, e to the x, e to the power of x, that's like that compound exponential graph. Grows so exponential. And it's like really powerful. Albert Einstein said that investing is the 8th wonder of the world. The 8th wonder. I don't really know what the other 7 are, but I know that if he was able to say there is an 8th wonder of the world, it must be something really good, right? Why is investing so powerful? Well, because if you are able to invest your time, your money, your resources into the right things, you will gain significant results back later on. How do you exactly know what is the right thing to invest in? Well, to be honest, you really can't. There is no really right thing to invest in, except one, and I'll tell you that later on in the video. That's what I'm planning to invest in. Okay, so these are the things that I believe that teenagers should really be investing the time, the resources, the money in. So the first thing is education. Invest in your own education. Why? Well, because education is something that people can't take away from you. You don't have to go to school to gain this education, but you can. Let's say you went to school and gained a degree in law, like a law degree. And pretend you got broke later on in life. Somehow you ended up being broke. Well, since you have that education, you have that skill is something no one can take away from you. I mean, except for if you get amnesia, but that's unlikely to happen. And since no one is able to take it from you, even if you go broke, you can still go work for a law firm because you have gotten educated in that thing, in that field of expertise. Education and knowledge is one of the most powerful things that you as a teenager should be investing in. Why? Because if you are able to get educated, then later on in life, that education will come and serve you so well. If you are able to spend some of your time and get educated on other things outside of school, outside of work, it will be beneficial for you. It will be so, and I mean really, so beneficial for you. Because if you invest in your own education, in your own knowledge, well, what do you think is going to happen later on in life? You have no money, well, you find ways to make money. You know the ways to make money. If you get educated and you gain and learn the skills that you want to learn, and that's required and necessary to earn money, to do all that jazz in society, it will give you a significant amount of reward later on. But the thing about this is that no one really wants to invest in their own education. Why? You don't see and gain the reward of investing into your own education when you invest into your own education. It's like you go study Pythagoras. Okay, you study Pythagoras, but you can't use it anywhere right now. But later on in life, maybe if you're studying a scientific degree, then you can use that Pythagoras skill later on. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, invest into your own education. It will be really, and I mean really good for you. This advice is something that I've heard from Alex Hormozi, and I am trusting him on this one because it sounds right. It sounds right. I trust my gut instincts, and I trust him on that fact. Oh, and also, there are other things that you can invest in that are related to education, such as buying courses online. Buy courses online on the things that you want to be learning, because those courses are sold by people who have learned the skill, who have gained and overcame troubles in their own lives and solved the problem that you are currently stuck at. So if you buy courses from them and learn from them, well then you're not going to be stuck at that problem any longer, and you can move on and not being stuck at that problem. And the thing is, you should buy courses that interest you. Buy courses that generally interest you. And the one thing that I can guarantee is the right thing to invest in, well, that's yourself. So when I was talking about all that education stuff, that's investing in yourself, so that's good. Other things you can do to invest into yourself are going to the gym, practicing self-love, some of that jazz, and trying to become more happy, because money isn't be-all in the world. And so yeah, the most powerful and the best thing to invest in will be yourself, because you are capable of great things. So why not trust in yourself and invest your time, your resources, your money into yourself by going to the gym, spending time on learning stuff, spending money on education, and all of that will give you really, and I mean really, significant amount of benefits later on in life. So the second thing I invest in is in stocks. This is not financial advice. I think I have to say that because I might get sued by people if they invest in stock and blame it on me. But the thing is, if you invest in stocks, just invest into the S&P 500. Don't overcomplicate it. That's what I would do. I didn't do that, but that's what I would do because everyone online is saying, invest into the S&P 500. Invest properly, and if you're investing in companies, invest in companies. Do not put your eggs into one basket. That is a really bad idea. Tried that and lost quite a bit of money, but I've learned from that and it was a really valuable lesson. And the thing about stocks is you just put money in, just save some. It's like saving your money. It's like there's no point putting your money in the bank if you can invest it in stocks, because the interest you gain from the bank isn't going to be significant compared to if you invest into the stock market. But the stock market is really dangerous, and so that's why I would probably suggest you use your time, money wisely on the third thing that I said to invest in, that I invested in, which was education. So yeah, that's how I would invest as a teenager.